Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Today is March the 15th. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. This is my first time filming this sort of video, so I hope that it's okay. And y'all, please excuse my unfinished room. I feel like I don't know where to look, so I'm sorry if my eyes don't seem like they're focusing on you. I'm sorry about that. This is brand new to me. Still trying to get the hang of this YouTube thing. I just wanted to kind of like bring you guys along with me today. Not that I have anywhere specific to go. However, I did want to just kind of like show you guys what I do as a multi-business owner. So let me just sit this down and maybe I could talk a little bit better. Okay, I feel like this is a little bit better. I still might be off, but today I just wanted to show you guys some of the things that I do on a regular day. Like there's nothing really big happening today. I don't have signings on the book, which is not unusual due to the fact that I do this part-time, and I hope I don't offend anybody by saying part-time, but that's the truth. I don't do this like 40 hours a week because I have a couple of other businesses that I work on. So I wanted to just show you guys like how I balance it all, juggle it all. I'm gonna be doing some notary stuff today, mostly follow-ups, because you guys, you know, there's a fortune in follow-ups. We just have to get used to like following up with people, even though, you know, we may forget, it may be uncomfortable, but I think it's really important to get used to following up with people. I was gonna just say that I was going through some of my sent emails over the weekend, and I was like, my gosh, there's some companies that I've applied for, haven't heard anything back from, and a lot of you guys have been saying the same thing. So I just wanted to show you guys how I follow up. I don't have anything, you know, scripted that I'm going to like type up and share or anything like that. So just make sure you watch this video and just take some notes if you see what areas that you could implement some of this stuff, or if you want to just basically give me some pointers. Like I'm down for some pointers. If you are seasoned and you've been doing this for a while, let me know what you guys do too, because of course I'm in this to make money, right? I think we all are in this to make money. It's not just a hobby. So today I have a couple of things to do. So I have to go shopping for an interior design client. I have some admin stuff to do for my e-commerce store, and then I have some notary stuff to do. So honestly, truth be told, y'all, I would be doing this in my pajamas if I could, because I love loungewear. I feel like I should open up a loungewear store because I'm obsessed with it just that much. If I could just be in my pajamas all day, if I could run to the grocery store in my pajamas without it being taboo, best believe I would be doing that. Oh my gosh. So I got dressed today. Let me show y'all what I'm wearing. I always get compliments like on these earrings. They're really pretty. I got them from Dillard's. Matter of fact, everything that I'm wearing is from Dillard's. They are a department store here in the South. So let me flip this camera. So I just got prepared for the day, just because you just never know if you're going to get a signing, and I'm in my house shoes because I don't wear shoes in the house, but I just have on a polka dot blouse, something very comfortable, some white pants, because it is warming up really, really nicely here. Just have my watch on and some earrings. Yeah, so very, very minimalistic, but yet put together. I like to put some makeup on. I don't always have to wear makeup, but I love to put makeup on because it helps me feel more put together, and it doesn't take me long to do it. So my bedroom is all ready together, clean and everything, bed made and stuff like that. Bible reading has been done and stuff like that. So we could head downstairs in my office so I could start making some of these follow-up calls for this notary stuff, and hopefully you guys will get something out of this video. And at best, I just kind of want you guys to know me. I want you to know me a little bit better besides just like being the notary, and I feel like I don't know where to look. I am so sorry about this. I'm not that great with this, but I really appreciate you guys, because right now I am sitting at about 1,300 subscribers. So I hit 1,000 subscribers before my 30-day mark on YouTube, and I'm so grateful for that. I really appreciate it. Like my channel is not monetized yet because I still have some watch time hours to gain. So I feel like I'm pretty close. Maybe in the next month or so I'll be monetized. By you guys sharing my video and giving my videos thumbs up, it helps YouTube to understand that this information that I give you guys is relevant, and so therefore they end up pushing it out to more people besides, you know, just a few people. So if you guys don't mind, make sure you thumbs up my videos and make sure you share my videos with people who you think it may benefit. But yeah, so back to the things to do. Have that video to film, have some admin stuff to do for my e-commerce store. I have some shopping to do for an interior design client, and then I have some follow-ups for notary. And if I get a signing or 2 or 3 in between that, we will handle it. I really like for my day to be kind of predictable, but in this business, it really is not. I'm in an attorney state, and I'm in one of the stricter attorney states. Like, I understand that there are many attorney states and they basically have different rules, but in the state that I live in, it is strict. I think South Carolina might be just as strict as my state. So you probably won't ever see me doing like 8, 10 signings in a day. Just to be honest with you, because number one, that's a lot of signings. I never get that many signings in a day. Like, I do have some direct business, but because of the fact that it's not like an escrow state where I could just get business from escrow companies and just sit in their office and sign documents like, you know, some people are fortunate enough to do. That's not my setup. That's not how it is here in Georgia. So, you know, I basically get what I can. So I work with signing services. I don't see me stopping to work with signing services. I don't think that it will be, Leah will basically go all the way direct. And then this notary business is to use to fund another business idea that I have. So that's kind of like what I do. Like, honestly, I like predictability. I like to be able to, you know, like not be on call, if you will. And my ultimate goal is to stop trading time for money. So if you guys want to know more about like my goals and stuff like that, just let me know. And of course, I'll like, you know, share that stuff with you guys. But ultimately, that's my goal, to stop trading time for money. So I don't see me doing this notary business for years and years and years down the line. I see me doing it for a couple of years at best down the line. So a couple of years, just until I'm able to fund and raise capital for some of the other ideas that I do. And that kind of like gives you guys a little bit of insight on my personality. Like, well, let's go ahead and let's start making these calls. Let's go downstairs. I would like to sit on my couch. That's where I would typically work. I would typically be like in my pajamas and on my couch doing this. But since I'm filming, I'm gonna be decent for y'all. So let's go ahead and call the first person. This is a follow-up for a signing that I did a couple of weeks ago, and it dawned on me over the weekend. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna call her and ask her if she would request from the signing service that I work with her each and every time she has a signing in my area. So I'm gonna make that call now. Hopefully I get her. So this is Leah Searles. I assisted you with a signing with a few weeks ago. Yes, and I wanted to just give you a call because I noticed that like when I was at the signing, you wanted to make sure that everything was correct, and I haven't heard back from you guys, so I assume that everything went good. Oh yeah, I got it. And it got shipped off like the very next day. But I was like, you know what? She probably has had experiences where people didn't follow through the way they should have, or something was missing. So I just wanted to see if I could be your preferred notary. I live here in Gwinnett County, and I'm willing to travel like outside of the county as well. Like, I know that you guys work with a couple of different signing services, and I'm signed up for them too, but I know that you guys could also request the notary that works on the signing that you have. Did it right for you the first time, and I want to do it right for you every other time. So what do you think about that? Right. And then a lot of times the homeowner will probably want to back out of it. And then it's like, you know what, if this was done right the first time, then, you know, this deal would have been closed. Oh yeah, so I'll go to DeKalb County, all over Gwinnett County. I will go to, and I could send you a whole list because like I travel all over the place. So I'll just, when I text you my name and everything, I'll send you the list of everywhere that I'm willing to go. And yeah, like it'll be great to have like, you know, someone to partner with, because I do this full time. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. So she's got me on hold. So while I'm on hold, it's muted too. I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm not a liar because I just told you upstairs that I'm part-time, but I told her that I'm full-time. So let me explain the difference and what that means. So it's not necessary for me to tell signing services, title companies, real estate agents, it's not necessary for me to tell them that, hey, I work only part-time because I have this business and I have that business. They don't care about that. They just need to know that I am available. So when I say that I'm full-time, what that basically means is that I don't clock in, you know, like I don't clock into like a 9-to-5 job, or I don't have a set schedule with an employer where I can only work these specific hours. So that's why I position myself as full-time. So that might be a tip for you, because it's not necessary for you to disclose every piece of your life. You know, well, I do this and then I babysit my grandkids and I do this and I do that. All that ain't necessary. Keep it simple for them, because if it's too complicated of a schedule, they're not going to, you know, be interested in all that. And if you have more questions about this, you could book a one-on-one with me, and I kind of like dig even deeper into this subject to expand your availability, even though your availability might be, okay, she just asked to call me right back because she had to click over, but even though your availability might be, you know, limited. So, you know, like I said, there's ways to get around and to do things. So right now, what I'm gonna do is send her my first, my last name. I'm also going to send her the counties that I cover. So let me just get that information right now, and I will be right back with you guys. Okay, so I went ahead and text her, and a big thing too with the follow-up is always asking for the business, which you kind of saw me do, but I asked for the business more pointedly. So I told her like my name, I told her the counties that I cover, and then I asked her, does she have any signings that I could help her with this week? So she said she's gonna call me back, and I'm not gonna just sit and wait for her call, but what I am gonna do is keep track of everyone I'm calling. So I have like a Google Doc up, and that's what I'm doing in this doc. So I'm gonna keep track of everyone that I'm calling, and then from there what I'm going to do is like follow up with them again if need be. Okay, so I'm about to call a signing service that I signed up for. I signed up with them on the 6th, and it's the 15th. And on their website, when I signed up with them, they basically said that someone would reach out in 48 hours. So I am going to just follow up just to see if I could start working with them. Let me do that first before I call the other person. Hi, this is Leah Searles, and I am located in Georgia. I'm a notary signing agent, and I have worked with you guys multiple times in the past. And I haven't gotten any work from you guys recently, and I wanted to see if there's anything in my area that I could assist you with. Okay, all right, that sounds good. I appreciate it. And can you tell me what your name is? Okay, thank you so much, Abigail. I hope you have a great day. All right, bye-bye. So I called this company, let me see, last week, and I was like, hey, you know, I haven't gotten any signings from you. And normally, okay, so let me backtrack. So I call them periodically. Like if I don't hear from them, I call. Like that's just what I do, because they pay on time, they pay good, and I appreciate the business that I get from them. Like their signers I've never had any kind of problems. Not saying that's, you know, that's an indicator of the signing service, like if you're gonna have a problem with the signer or anything like that, but it's always been a great experience all the way around. I say all that to say, like I call like every so often to say, hey, I haven't heard from y'all, is everything okay? And I have a direct contact there, but every time I ask for her, she's not available. So I'm not sure if she left or anything and went to another, you know, went to work somewhere else. I don't know, but she did say that the only things that they have right now is in Ohio. Sometimes I get the question, hey, you know, like, are these signing services only good for Georgia? And the answer is no, because the way that it works is a good signing company is going to build relationships with title companies all over the place, right? So a lot of times what happens is when a home is being sold, purchased, it has to have title insurance. And I could film a video all about like the real estate process if you guys want me to do that. But in a nutshell, this company is located in Florida. I'm located in Georgia. And she said right now, the only things that they have is in Ohio. That's the way it works. So I would say no matter where the company is, sign up for them. If they are a very small company and only work with local people, then that's a whole nother thing, but I don't have anybody like that on my list. So everyone on my list is people who I have already done work for. So let's get to the next person. I was looking up the phone number for the other company, but I was just seeing if I could snag a few dollars today. You know what I mean? So I got the phone muted, and I'm just going to talk to you guys for a little bit right now while I'm on hold. I wanted to just kind of talk to you guys too about like when you hear a no, or when you see that something may not be available to you. You just always have to try to find another way to get to what you want. So for instance, the number for this company, it said like, if you're a lender or broker, press this. If you're a real estate agent, press that. But there's nothing for a notary or loan signing agent or anything like that. So I just press one of the options, and they do that because they want to sometimes weed out the number of calls that they get from loan signing agents, or this could be completely the wrong number. I don't know. But my whole point is like, I try to make all of my blows count. So I don't like let that discourage me. If it happens where, let's say, someone gets on the phone and they're like, hey, we don't accept calls from you, blah, 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 blah. Okay, at least I tried. Like I can't change their mind about like what their policy is or what they're willing to do, but at least I tried. But you just never know who you'll get on the phone. Sometimes people are just like extremely nice. They could be extremely courteous and very, very helpful. So I would just encourage you to not always let like the first sign of things not happening the way you want it to happen to deter you, if you know what I mean. Like I talk to you guys in the comments, and sometimes I kind of like sense that through like, your responses to me. And I understand like this is completely new for a lot of people, and like you don't have the confidence because you don't really know what to expect and what's industry standard or even what you're even doing. But you just kind of have to be like tenacious. You have to keep going and keep trying different things. That would be my advice to, anyone who is really wanting to penetrate this business, especially if you're wanting to do it full time. You just can't let a no or not having easy access to something stop you. Like some of you guys have said, oh, I stopped signing up for signing services because everybody wants experience. Well, everyone has to start somewhere. So, like picking up the phone and talking to people and saying, hey, I understand that you guys, want a year of experience. However, I am very diligent in bringing your past experience. Someone that I had a one-on-one call with, she's in social work, and she was like, hey, Leah, I understand the security of documents and I understand like confidentiality. So leverage your past experience and get to where you want, because everyone is not going to say no to you, but you can't say no to yourself. You got to say yes to yourself. So like that will be a pointer that I would, definitely say to start employing, because otherwise you'll end up getting discouraged, and the investment that you made in your course and a printer and the paper that you have purchased and anything else that you have purchased will kind of like be in vain, and you don't want that. You want your blows to count. So if you decide that this business is not for you, I mean, that's completely fine. But, is it because you're moving on to something better? You know what I mean? Like if you're going back to something that you dread and something that you hate, I would say, you know what, just keep trying. Like don't, I consider it in this way. They're only people. They're a person just like me. So it doesn't mean that I violate boundaries and things like that, but I don't let the first no stop me. I know I'm talking a lot, but that's kind of like the whole point of this, to just kind of like talk to you guys. I want you guys to kind of like understand some of my processes and the things that I do and how I'm able to get business in the strictest state. Like I think Georgia is probably the strictest state from what I see, what I hear, and what I've read. But case in point, I got a notification the other day from a signing company, and it was basically directing me to the law firm. The law firm is the one who initiated the request for the signing. So I picked up the phone and I was like, you know what? I want the signing. Let me go ahead and ask for it. So in the past, my experience with doing that has not always been favorable, mostly negative actually. So I probably have picked up the phone and called that company maybe 4 or 5 times. And the answer has been, if they want you, then they will let you know, right? I don't really go for that because I kind of feel like, okay, if you might be saying saying that, but there's someone else there that's going to pick up the phone and say yes. So I did get a person one of the times, maybe back in December, she picked up the phone and she was like, oh yes, you know, I'll assign it to you right away. So that told me that it can be done. It's like, do you want to do it? I don't know if you're breaking policy if you do it that way, but hey, I'm trying to like get to know different people and build a relationship. So on Friday, I called that company and I asked for her and they're like, oh, she's not available, you know, but who are you? They just was like really trying to drill in to find out who I am. So I gave them information and I was polite, but I didn't give them everything. I wasn't like, oh, I'm a loan signing agent and I want the signing. I just got this notification. I just asked to speak to the scheduler's name who was on that text message that I got. And lo and behold, I did get to speak to the scheduler. She was so sweet. And she was like, oh yeah, I'll assign it to you right now. You know, she was like, no problem. I'll give it to you right now. And just like that, I had a signing. So you can't give up. You have to keep going. And matter of fact, I've been on hold with them for a while, so I'm going to actually send an email to them instead of calling them. So I'm going to actually call that scheduler right now to make sure that the docs look good, to make sure that the package was good, and to hopefully start to build a relationship with that particular scheduler. So let's do that right now. Hi Sarah, this is Leah Searles. I assisted you with the page signing on Friday, and I just wanted to give you a call to make sure that the documents looked good and to see if there was anything else that I could assist you with. Could you please give me a call, especially if there was a problem with the signing? Could you please give me a call at And I do have availability today and throughout the week because I am a full-time notary signing agent if you have any other signings that I could assist you with. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye-bye. So I just left her a voice message and I am starving. So I'm trying to lose some weight. So I have really just started practicing like not eating like necessarily on schedule, but eating when I'm hungry. That way I don't overeat. So I'm going to take a short break and get something to eat and we'll pick up from there. So my daughter heard me talking about how I don't like have a schedule and she knows that I want to lose some weight and stuff like that. So she's like, Mom, you really do need a schedule. So I don't know. It's just like, it seems like logical for me to just eat when I'm hungry instead of just like eating just because it's time to eat. You know what I mean? Have any of y'all lost any weight successfully? I want to lose about maybe 30 pounds. I want to lose about 30 pounds. So if I could lose 30 pounds, I think that would be pretty good. Yeah, I think 30 pounds would be good. But anyway, I just made a salad. I cut up some romaine lettuce and I have opened up a can of tuna fish, put the can of tuna fish, drained it of course, and put it on top of my lettuce. And then I love like these little fried onions. It's so good. I'm just using this salad dressing. This is really good. I love lemon. So, and that's what I'm drinking. I got some lemon water. Fresh squeezed lemon, just added my water. I am going to go ahead and get my laptop and continue to work. I'm gonna eat. This is really not unusual for me. Like in my other businesses and stuff too, like I'm always like, I be eating and working at the same time. It just seems to make sense to me, especially when I'm just sitting here alone eating by myself. So I'm gonna start calling other companies and then we will probably leave the house. Are y'all like me? Do you hate leaving the house? Ridiculous. Oh, you guys, lunch was so good. I had to sit here just for a minute to let my stomach register to my brain that I am now satisfied so I don't go eating more than I need to. But anyway, I'm going to do a quick follow-up with the interior design client that I need to do, and then I'm probably gonna fix myself some coffee. Let me just clear this up. Let me get the coffee first, then I'll call her. So I guess I could record the call. This time of year really kind of like gets to me a little bit. I mean, I love the spring, don't get me wrong, but I am so cold down here right now. Like, oh my God. I love the spring, but it's like, do I turn the heat on? Do I turn the air on? And if you live in Georgia, you know what I mean. Like, I don't know about living anywhere else, but I can tell you that. So right now, let me see. Upstairs, my thermostat is set to 71 and it's 70 degrees down here, which is a little bit cool for me. So I basically am gonna film this video upstairs because it's a little bit too cool for me, but let me just call her really quickly. Hey, how are you doing, Andy?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I hope you had a really good weekend.
I did.
That's good. I wanted to see like if you had a moment to look at the proposal.
I did. I noticed that like you told me, you added the chairs, the sitting room, but I really want to be the one I want to be able to choose chairs from, wherever I want, I might see yours and like or may not like it. So how do we address that?
Okay, so we could just take that part out of the proposal and then basically we could like take a day to shop together. So yeah, so when will you be back in town?
Next week.
Sometime next week. Okay. All right. So when you know the definite time you'll be back, then we could put it on the calendar for us to shop together. So what I could do is I can make the adjustment to the proposal for the seating, and then once I make that adjustment, if you sign the contract, then we'll be working together. Then I'll send you the invoice.
I really want you to do it for me, but I want to be sure that I get the chairs kind that I like in the sitting room. In case I don't have it, my own fear was in case you don't have what I like in your collection, my hands will be tight.
Oh yeah.
Something outside, you know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I mean, I definitely.
So I don't want to be in that situation.
Right. I get what you're saying. So we're gonna take out the seating for the living room, and basically go from there. That sound okay?
That sounds okay.
Okay. So all right. Well, that sounds good. So that should be a very easy fix. So I'll send the proposal to you in just a minute, and then from there, if you sign the proposal, I'll also send the invoice to you at the same time, and then we can start working. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna make the adjustment to her proposal really quickly, and I'm trying to see what amount we need to adjust, but let's see. I'm gonna make that adjustment, and then I'm gonna go and film this video because it's now 1 o'clock pretty much. Time is just going by, right? So I still have a lot of admin work to do for my e-commerce store, and now I'm kind of like rethinking if today is the best day to go shopping for my interior design client. So I'm on the fence about that. Like honestly, most of the shopping has been done. There's some small accessories that I need to purchase for her space, and curtains came in and the curtains are completely wrong. So I'm kind of frustrated with that because like these curtains were really pricey and they're wrong. They're the wrong curtains, like the way they look in the picture versus how they look in person, annoying. So the curtains is probably like the most challenging part of this design project. So I'm right now, because like I've gotten everything else, like I've already sourced and purchased pretty much everything else. So like the curtains is probably like the most time consuming part. So the way I try to structure my day, and I don't do this perfectly, but the way I try to structure my day is to basically like take care of the most aggravating or time consuming task first, if at all possible. So with this particular project, like it's fun for me to go out to the stores and to shop for the finishing accessories. Like I love stuff like that. That's just like my complete vibe. Like that's me all day. But like the curtains, pain in the butt. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up her proposal really quickly so I could go ahead and get this money. We're just gonna go from there. So I hope that you guys are enjoying this video. I hope that you're kind of like understanding a little bit more about me and my personality. And I think that I'm gonna start going live. You know what, matter of fact, before I even send this proposal, what I'm gonna do is just like do a quick little community post on YouTube, because I think it would be kind of fun to have coffee together in the morning, and you know, you guys could like ask me your notary questions or business questions, and if I can answer them, I will. So I'm gonna do a little community post. It'd be good if I took a picture, huh? Ooh, I'm so nervous. Like, this is also new to me. So let's say create a post. I'm trying to get some good lighting, y'all. It's challenging. I got all these windows in this kitchen. That's not bad. Hey, you guys, I hope your day is going really, really good. I thought it would be pretty, y'all see my struggle? Hey, you guys, I hope your day is going really, really good. I thought it would be nice if we have coffee together on Thursday morning. What do you guys think about that? So I'm located in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, and I'm not sure like if it will work for you guys, but I was thinking about, let's say 9 a.m. on Thursday. Let's say we have coffee together at 9 a.m. Is that too late? So if you are in another time zone, I mean, you just like deduct the hours or whatever, but or is that too early? That's what I should be asking. So let me know what time is good for you, because I want to have coffee and chit chat with you guys, get to know you guys a little bit better, and see if you guys have any questions for me that I can answer for you, like notary questions or business questions. Just let me know, okay? All right, let me go ahead and post this. So this is completely new to me, so hopefully it goes okay, because I'm not sure about all of this. So let me see. Let's go ahead and post it. So it is much later on in the day. It is, hey Google, what time is it?
It's 6:20 p.m.
So it's after 6. So like I was saying, I'm just now headed to my client's house, and I am about to, you know, just get some measurements taken, and I have a couple of other things to do before we actually execute the whole design. Didn't have any signings today, but I did make money today. So that's the whole goal, to make money every single day. So I'm about to head to her house, and since it's so late in the day, I don't want to be there longer than I have to. So I'm probably not going to, you know, record anymore from here, but I'm just gonna end it here, and I will see you guys later. My video will be uploaded today, which is Monday, so y'all will see that video before you see this. This probably will be uploaded by next Monday. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see y'all later. Bye.